The RMC TRex. When it was announced all the way back in 2015, it was the latest and greatest thing. I'm talking speculation videos, no limits to creations. I mean, when people start making these, you know it's a big deal. But so many new models and concepts have come out since then. I mean, 2015 was a while ago. Vekoma hadn't gone sicko mode yet, Indiana Beach wasn't bankrupt, SeaWorld wasn't a shopaholic. Yeah. Six Flags added their first ever free spin, a perfect coaster didn't exist yet, Volcano was still open. But anyway, like I was saying, the industry has grown so much since 2015, and now no one seems to be talking about the RMC TRex. So today I'm gonna change that, and we're gonna answer the question: whatever happened to the RMC TRex? Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all the support my channel has been getting recently. I mean, my last video did pretty well, so what more could I ask for? Also, I'm so sorry I haven't posted in a couple of weeks. This time of year is always just so busy, so my videos might be released a little more inconsistently. I also know I usually upload on Sundays, but I'm gonna start experimenting with other days too, so just be aware of that. Finally, if you're new to the channel, please consider smashing that subscribe button for high quality videos all about amusement and theme parks. Every single one counts, and if you actually subbed and became a new member of our little community here, be sure to tell me that down below and comment, "I subscribed." And speaking of commenting, light up that section down below and tell me who you think may get the first RMC TRex and when. I definitely have some ideas of my own, which I will share later in this video, but I'm sure you guys have some even better ones, so yeah, I read and try to respond to every single comment. And with all of that out of the way, what are we waiting for? Let's get into the video. Now, I know a large portion of my audience is a part of the coaster community, but I know that many of you probably still have no idea what I was talking about earlier. I mean, TRex, isn't that like a patio company, or isn't it like a watch? I don't know. So if you are one of those people who are super confused right now, I am so happy you bared with me and kept watching because I'm about to explain. Oh, and if you already know all the stuff I'm about to say, don't worry, there's some really good stuff in like a minute, so stay tuned. Okay, so here we go. Rocky Mountain Construction, or RMC, is a fairly new roller coaster manufacturer known for their amazing rides and innovation. Their first ever creation was New Texas Giant in 2011 at Six Flags Over Texas, and now in 2021, they've built over 20 coasters around the globe. RMC makes single rail coasters, wooden coasters, and they're most famous for their hybrid conversions, in which you have a lame wooden coaster nobody likes, and they slap some steel track on it, and boom, it's a hybrid. When they put the steel track on, they drastically changed the layout too, incorporating sharp airtime moments and fun inversions. However, RMC uses the original Woody's old structure, which reduces the cost and makes RMC coasters quite the bargain. An incredible ride for a decent price. In 2015, RMC announced their single rail technology, and there were two types: the Raptor and the TRex. The Raptor is the smaller model with one across seating and was meant to be cloned. The first ones were built in 2018 at Six Flags Fiesta Texas and California's Great America. They also have some of the best pacing on the planet. I mean, just look at this footage, it's not sped up at all, and the train is absolutely flying. I've never experienced one of these, but from what I've heard, it results in one of the craziest and most violent experiences around. So anyway, the Raptor was meant for smaller parks, which makes sense. It's cheap, has a clonable layout, compact footprint, and terrible capacity. This would then imply that the TRex is supposed to be for bigger parks. I'm talking Cedar Point, Fuji-Q Highland, Six Flags Great Adventure, and this model has two across seating as opposed to the one, and can go up to 500 feet. 500 feet. That's actually insane. Imagine 3 Apollo's chariots stacked on top of each other, and yeah, this hypothetical coaster would destroy King Deca's record for the tallest coaster. It's just crazy. So obviously, when this model was announced, it was all the rage, everyone always talked about it, but now no one really does. The RMC Raptor has been selling like crazy. Everyone wants one. Cedar Fair, Six Flags, Silverwood, a water park in South Dakota? Like I said, everyone. But what about the T-Rex? Not really. Okay, so now that my history lesson is over, back to the present day, and back to the future, I guess, too. The main reason that the T-Rex track isn't selling is because RMC doesn't want it to sell. At least, not yet. RMC has said that they want to sell more Raptors before making a whole T-Rex. This makes sense, because the T-Rex would completely one-up the Raptor and make it a bit less appealing and kind of redundant. Of course, smaller parks who can't afford a T-Rex would still buy the Raptors, but it's almost as if RMC wants to saturate the market before constructing the first ever T-Rex. It would be as simple as that, but it's not. The pandemic really threw everything through a loop, and so the RMC T-Rex may be even more delayed. I don't know RMC's progress on the T-Rex, you know, how much they've developed, if they have the technology for it yet, stuff like that. I can't say for certain, but if I had to take a guess, they're almost done with it. Skyline Attractions has been using some of RMC's single-rail track on their coasters. Wait, hold on. Is that a roller coaster or not? To me, I have no idea. So I guess we'll just have to trust Six Flags on this one. But anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Skyline's track looks suspiciously like the T-Rex track, so not only would whatever development they have left of the T-Rex be slowed, or put on pause altogether because of COVID, but RMC would want until the parks fully recovered from the effects of 2020. Frankly, I think that the parks will fully financially recover, as in how they were in 2019, anywhere from the end of 2022 to even the 2025 season. But remember, 2025 is really worst case scenario, and I really don't think it'll take quite that long. So, imagine parks fully bounce back in, say, mid-2023. When does one commit and buy that T-Rex? I would have to guess 2025 at the earliest, but I'm leaning more toward 2026 or 7. Yeah, it might be a while. This is just because, again, the parks have to recover from the effects of COVID, and anyway, RMC doesn't even want the T-Rex to sell right now. And even if this 2026 T-Rex comes, I highly doubt it would be that record breaker. Plus, when there is a 500-foot coaster, there's no secret, we all know who's getting it. Nope, not that one. I don't know. Yep, there we go. We do have to remember, we really don't know a lot about the T-Rex. However, something interesting that I found in the renderings is that the T-Rex has lap bars. Now, you may be thinking, so what? All of RMC's coasters have lap bars, right? And that's where you would be wrong. The Raptors actually have that over-the-shoulder vest restraint, probably due to the nature of the ride. I mean, it's just so much more aggressive than their other models. But I think the T-Rex having lap bars means that it won't be as wild as the Raptor, just in terms of pacing. Don't get me wrong, I think many would actually prefer the T-Rex, because even though it won't have this, it will be a lot taller, faster. I think the airtime will be spot on. The drop would be way better. I mean, just look at that. I mean, wow. So yeah, that's just something I found interesting. Now, at the beginning of this video, I said I had my own ideas of where I think a T-Rex could go, and because I could literally make a whole video just on this alone, I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but I think Cedar Point, Kings Island, Energylandia, Fuji Q Highland, wait for it, Silver Dollar City, and Busch Gardens Tampa all actually have decent chances. I'm not saying it's going to be the 500-foot one, but still. Or I guess some park in China could get one, because I guess that's kind of a thing now. But if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate a like, and be sure to tell me in the comments who you think will get the first RMC T-Rex, as well as when you think that would come. Also, if I left out anything about the T-Rex in general, I would love to hear it. Thank you all so much for watching, smash that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you all next time.